some thumbs up button when you come in, because I really want to get this out to as many people as possible. Okay. Got 3 people in here. I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to come in, and then I'm going to go ahead and start and tell y'all what happened and why I'm the way I am. Okay. All right. So I'm going to, like I say, I'm just going, I only can be me. When my mind tell me something about an individual or something don't seem right, I have to not listen to what people say. Oh, let your guard down. Oh, you gotta trust. No, I don't. Because I know I'm that individual that people will try to use at any cost. I'm just one individual what people would try to use at any cost. You know? But I keep my receipts. I don't care if I talk to you every day. Trust me, I have kept my receipts. Things you have told me. Everything, because I don't trust people. I don't. All right. So sometimes people say, why you always have a problem with somebody? Why you always, you know, why do it seem like trouble follows you? That don't mean it's the individual. That's the people that think they can use that individual. And when that individual don't let them do it, who is the victim end up being the problem. I don't care how you look at it. I don't do anything mean to nobody. You bother me, you pick with me, I have a history of calling you out on it. That just is what it is. But now I don't even do that. I don't even do that. Because I'm older. You know, it just is no, I'm gonna let God handle you. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it. I say all that to say this. Y'all know I told y'all I had a buyer. I'm not gonna call no names in this or nothing. But it goes with what I told y'all a couple days ago on a live stream when I told you can't trust nobody. Listen to your gut. You can't trust nobody. Okay, these people seem so nice. I'ma say it, they Caucasian. Where I'm from, I'm familiar with certain things, okay? But I'm not gonna call no business out, none of that stuff. But I'm gonna say this. All so nice and everything, you know, we had an understanding, all this stuff. So Tuesday, I did one of my drop-offs, all right? And when I got there, it was a lot of eggs. They had so many eggs. So many eggs. When I walked in, it was about, we got there about, what, 15 minutes before they closed? About 15 minutes before they closed. Eggs everywhere. Now, it's this Philippine woman and that white guy that the last couple times we have dropped off eggs, they come in there. They got bukus of eggs, right? Now, I hope y'all following me. So in the comments, I'm going to ask you what you think happened. So when we went in there on Tuesday, I got my eggs. First of all, the understanding is your eggs got to be in a cooler. They got to come into the building in a cooler. Now, mind you, a couple times I done dropped off maybe 2-3 times a week. I see this couple come in, they got their eggs in cartons. No cooler to be seen. Ain't nobody saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing. I mind my business. I bought it in the way you told me to bring them in. Because when I first took them in, I took my eggs in a carton with my information on it, how the eggs are, because by law, that's what you're supposed to. But when I got there, the very first time, and it was kind of like a little red flag to me, was they took my eggs out of the carton. And they put my eggs in their carton, which had no name, no information on it, no nothing. So she was like, oh yeah, you don't have to bring your eggs with your information on it. Just put your information right here. So she gave me the paper to put my information in, but when they put the eggs, they either put them in their own cartons, which is just plain cartons, or either they put all the eggs in a tin thing. Everybody eggs just goes out into a tin thing. Like, they took my eggs out of my carton. So when I started taking them, I took them just no cartons, just in the cooler, like she had asked me. So she took and put all my eggs into this metal thing. So that's the way it's been going. So, nope, that ain't the kicker. So Tuesday, when we took eggs, the white guy and the Filipino guy, lady, was in there. And it was a young new girl at the front. So when I walked in, she said, oh, not more eggs. So I said, what? I said, and I looked, I said, ooh, y'all got a lot of eggs. I said, you want me to take these back? She said, no. No, she said, but it's a lot of eggs. So that was some eggs in some cartons that they had put in cartons that was all on the countertop. Then they own cartons, no information or nothing on them. So the eggs, she went and got the big thing that they normally take out of the refrigerator. And she started counting my eggs out into that big metal thing. And so there was one egg in there that had like the little streaks on it, like from a new layer, or if she lays a big egg. Now, when I first got, the plan and stuff, everything good, I told her, I said, I don't bring you dirty eggs. I said, my eggs are unwashed. I leave it like that because of the bloom. I said, I don't bring you the dirty eggs. I keep those and I wash them at home. Y'all saw when I had started washing my eggs. She said, oh no, bring those. The dirtier, the better. They like them dirty. I said, what? But me, myself, I'm not finna bring you no poopy eggs, okay? So, Tuesday, when the girl was taking them out, she said, oh, poor baby. It was one egg that had like a little streak on it. Y'all know when they do an egg when they lay an egg that's too big or whatnot. And I was like, yeah. I said, that's a big egg. She said, yeah. So she took all the rest of my eggs out. My eggs was, if they had anything on, there's like a little dust, like from the I have the sand in my little pool thing, as far as they what is it? They pool their, what I call it, the dust bath thing. So she took them all out or whatnot. And after she got through, she said, now I'm gonna go in details with y'all now. She said, $4? I looked at her, I said, $4? She said, yeah, $4. I said, I'm not understanding. She said, oh, she's giving $4 temporarily. And I'm saying to myself, I told her, I said, no, she was asking me, do I get $4 a dozen? But when I was confused, because normally they was only giving me $3 a dozen. Now, when ever since I've been taking my eggs there, I asked Oronde can tell you, I said, I feel like I'm getting got. I said, but this is, they buying everything, so I just deal with it, I roll with it. So, but I kept in my feeling, I'm like, man, I'm getting got. I feel like because you buying them from me for $3 a dozen, but you selling them for $6. I could sell my own eggs for that amount. Okay. So when she said $4, I was confused. She realized then she had said too much, because she evidently she was new. Then she said, they giving $4. I said, oh, that's $1 more than what I normally get. So she was like, so she cashed me out or whatnot, and when she cashed it out, she gave me the $4 or whatnot, and that was it. I said, well, I ain't mad about that. I said, well, thank you. So when we left out, I told Oronde, I said, it's gotta be a reason why she said $4, because she said, I hope they stick to it. But I told Oronde, I said, you see how she said it? That means they've been giving other people more money, and they've been giving me $3, the lowest. All right. So I go in there today to take eggs, and the woman when I was in there Tuesday, that Filipino woman that don't bring nothing in no car, in no cooler, her and that man, they was in there gossiping about another lady that bring her eggs. Yeah, they was in there gossiping. So they was trying to whisper, but I could hear part of it. And I said, she over there, I told her that, I said, that Filipino woman is sneaky. I said, she over there bad mouthing other people that she know is bringing eggs here, so they can be the only one bringing their eggs. Oronde was like, probably what? I said, because I could hear little bits and pieces, because she said something about just because she got a rooster don't mean. And I'm like, wow, this how people are. So I just still mind my own business. So when I went in there today, she said she did it, and she's like I got this. She said, I'm gonna talk to you. So a few minutes later, she come and she pulled me to the other side, and I own my thing. And she's like, yeah, she said, I'm gonna need them to be clean. I said, they are clean. I said, I don't wash them, but I'm looking in there like, and I'm looking at the refrigerator. She said, because what happened was, Tuesday, the girl, that was like a dozen that was really, really dirty. I said, no, ma'am. She said, it was a dozen in the cart. I said, there was a young girl at this register when I came in on Tuesday. I said, about 15 minutes before y'all closed. I said, you was over there talking to the other lady. I said, I did not give you no dirty eggs. She said, it was a dozen. Then she said, about a half a dozen. And I'm like, come on now. Now, mind you, I never told them that I was a YouTuber. Never told them. Sometimes, because I said, you know what? I'm 37. I'm getting a little older. I got to be a little smarter. I told Oronde, I had said, one business don't need to know about my other business. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't tell them I was no YouTuber. I didn't tell them I was going to film. What I've been doing is when I take the eggs in there, I film what my eggs look like in that cooler. And then I bring it and I put it on my external drive for that reason. So she didn't know. So I said, ma'am, I said, she didn't put my eggs on a cart. She said, huh? I said, when I got here, there was eggs on the counter already in carts full. I said, she took and put my eggs in that tin thing, every one of them. She just looked like, she said, no. She said, I said, yup. I said, my eggs didn't go in no cart. So whoever eggs was on there was not mine. I said, by the way, I'm a YouTuber. I film everything. I said, for this reason is why I film everything each time I bought it in here. They have you to write down for you their records. I need my own records. And I told her, I said, now, any other place, they have you to bring your eggs in cartons, right, if they've been washed or unwashed. You have to put your name, your number, and the grade on them, or if they are ungraded. I said, but here, what made me start filming is because y'all take everybody eggs and you put it in one basket, one tin thing, one carton with nobody information on it. I said, and that right there, I had a gut feeling something like this was gonna happen. And out of everybody that bring eggs here, the only one taking the eggs there, that's of me, of mine, was gonna get blamed. Once I told her I filmed, the way her whole body just went. I said, yeah. She said, well, I said, yeah. I said, that's the way it's supposed to go by law, so you can trace it back to who the person is. I said, because, ma'am, the way y'all doing it, honestly, somebody can get sick from somebody's old eggs. And y'all put all these eggs together, you don't know who to trace it back to. Thank you for telling me that. Wait a minute, no, ma'am, you ain't stupid. You know this. And you want to take care of your own. But see, they was in a need for eggs. So it was okay to take my eggs and do a deal with me and act like you was helping me. But now they got so many eggs. You kind of want to, slack off from a little bit. So that's pretty much what it is. And I told y'all, this is how people will do you. Okay? I don't care. This is how people would do you. So she said, well, she wanted to go. She said, well, we can still take these. No, you can't. I said, that's all right. Because at that point, I don't want to do business with you no more. And once I know that you will pin a lie on me, I ain't finna do business with you no more. Because the next thing is somebody will say they got sick, and you will swear down that you know who bought the eggs in and that it was me. And I ain't finna go through that. Once you show me who you are, I'm done. I'm done. So that's why I literally told Oronde, I'm not gonna tell them because one business don't need to know my other. And she didn't have no idea that I had been filming the cooler with the eggs in it right before I take them to her. Yup. But she found out today. She found out this evening, and I took my eggs back. I'm not, no. No. I keep my receipts for everything, whether it's a video, whether it's a text message, and sometimes verbally, because of how people are. People is backstabbing, conniving, liars, and everything else. That is why sometimes trouble follow people. It's not them causing it. It's people that's picking out people that they think they can use or get over on. And in this case, she was trying to take care of her own. Okay, I don't mean nothing to them people. Nothing to them people. They gonna take care of their own. And that's why I try to tell y'all, the way things are going, make sure you have what you need to a certain extent. You don't want to have to go ask these devilish people for nothing that you ain't gotta ask. I told y'all, the guy I used to deal with the quails, he didn't tell me them quails were bald head like that and stuff. Got us out there at night. You can't hardly see them. I paid for those because I trusted a little bit that I have used him before. And look what happened. Let me tell you, I've been trying to get quail eggs here. These people is out here scamming about chicken and eggs. There's multiple people that's reached out to me saying that because I was in a Facebook group, a local Facebook group about the eggs, hatchet eggs. These people reaching out, and they on their page, it look like they got a whole farm. And what they doing is saying they can ship them. And if you be stupid, you'll put your order and stuff in, and then they block you. They take your money once you pay for it. And they doing this over chicken and eggs, y'all. Chicken and eggs. Little baby chicks and eggs. Okay? So, yeah. So she was, when I told her I filmed everything and I know how my eggs come here, the look on her face was like, then it was, oh, but we still want to take them. No, you don't. I ain't selling them. I ain't selling them. And I do know she was giving that girl, she messed up when she said $4. She wasn't supposed to say that. She was not supposed to say that. They were going to still give me $3. But then I found out on up the road, another company is giving $5 per dozen. But they stipulations is what I'm used to. You got to clean them. You got to write your information on the eggs. So it can be, and they literally say, so it can be traced back to the correct person. But the way they did that, no ma'am. No. You ain't gonna, no, not today. And I had kept saying it, because I was telling Ronde, and I feel like they get me. But this could be another way of God letting me know. You said you wanted to do your own stand. You've been saying that for a couple of years. Then this opportunity came, you took it because it looked golden. We just talked about that on another live. Everything the devil bring to you, it ain't gold. It's worth as much as that $1.25 glitter you can get out of the Dollar Tree. It ain't golden. It looks golden, but it ain't golden, because I could have kept on taking down them eggs. And I thank God that they talking about some dirt on the eggs, rather than they say, we got somebody that got sick and it was your eggs because we put them in the carton right here and we knew. No. Thank God is that, because now I'm not dealing with them. I will have everything that I need to have to do my own, because I got sense to know this. I can sell my own, and just say if I'm out at a flea market somewhere, These people go to all that stuff. Oh, I know who she is. She used to sell eggs to us. Now she making money. She ain't got no middleman. Go over there and buy a carton of eggs from her. Here come little Kenny, come over there and buy a carton of eggs from me. The next flea market day, I go out there, health department out there, or either that week the health department calling me saying, yes, we got a complaint that somebody said your eggs made them sick. See, you got to look at it from all angles. When these people want to cut you off so you don't make no money or nothing, it'll go in different ways. People will set you plumb up over some money. Over some money. And I'm going to say this, it's sad. Because, I'm going to say this, with everything going on, I'm just going to be honest with you. The white people going to take care of their own. And if it's a black one in there, you will have to take the fall for it. And black folks, we can't deal with each other. Because if you ain't taking and not giving the person you taking from recognition, you picking with them, or you got some that just want to tear the next one down. So either way it go, nobody wins. Not in the black community. The white folks don't blame the black ones if one is in there when something go wrong to take care of their own. And then it'll set you up and make it harder for you to even be able to do something. But see, I got a trick for that. I got a game for that. I got a plan for that one. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. People got to get up. People got to get up way early, a couple months early. To pull the wool over, man. You may pull it over my eyes temporarily, but not for too long. I have been peeping stuff out. Every time I would take my stuff down, I'm like, I'm getting got, man. I'm getting got. Right. Let me see. Time for black only. You can't trust them. You can't, and I'm just being honest, you can't trust them. I done had issues right on this platform. Nobody want to give me recognition for stuff that I know for a fact they taking ideals from me. And then I get mad when you bring it to the light. Then you got other people on here ain't doing nothing but talking bad mouth and talking about the other black folks that ain't did nothing to them, that they ain't had no beef with. So you can't do black only because some of them will set you up. Some of them won't want you to make $1 more than them. If they can't give you recognition for something they know it was your idea, or something they took an idea from, they had their little clicks and picks and chooses, or picking with you because of they family member or something that they had nothing to do with, and to listen to lies and all that stuff. Somebody you didn't even know was family. It just is what it is. You can't trust. Because in our community, people are not like you for whatever reason, and you will never know it until they done try to set you up and turn you in and all that type of stuff. That's why I don't deal with black folks too much. And then with who up in office, a lot of I ain't saying all of them, but I'm just gonna be real with you. A lot of the white people is like, a lot of them is all for it, and they got a whole different way about them now. Like they can do anything, say anything, and it ain't nothing gonna happen. So you just ask me, it's just like every man for themselves. It just is what it is, and that's being honest. And not all black people is like that, and not all white people is like that. No, I'm not saying that. But you do have a good majority on both ends that's like that. All because of a dollar. So what do you think people would do to you If you gotta go to them and ask them for a glass of water, or an 8-ounce glass of water, not even a 16-ounce bottle, not even 16 ounce, just an 8-ounce glass of water that you know they got, what do you think they'll do for you? I got my ex, told her thank you, and walked up out of there. Nope, 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 nope. They never knew that I was filming anything. Didn't even know I was a content creator. And normally I would let people know that, you know, check out my garden, this, that, and the other. But this particular time, my gut said, don't do it. My gut said, do not let you one business know what the other business doing. They don't need to know that. So I didn't do it. I didn't give that business card to that business. I didn't give that card to that business. Because people have taught me in the last, really taught me. They didn't taught me all my life, but really done taught me in the last 3 years. Each year got more and more advanced. So I moved different. I'm solo dolo. Besides my family, my household, I'm solo dolo, like I used to be. I'm happy about that. And I move different. I move a lot different. I move a lot different. I was nice about it, even though my insides was boiling. I said, no, you're gonna have to be nice about it. Be nice. I was nice about it, but she could tell. I think Oronde was like, I was getting a little, what would you call it? He said I was getting a little hot. Because I don't like for nobody to pin nothing on me. I tell on myself. I done told y'all like that. I tell on myself, and I admit to if I'm wrong. Don't pin nothing on me. Don't lie to my face. Don't do that. Don't. That's like the worst thing you can ever do. Do not do that. Don't lie to my face and don't cross me. Because that's just, I don't like that, because I don't do that to people. I don't have ill intentions towards nobody. Nobody. Not even the people that I know did me dirty. I don't have no ill intentions towards them. That's not my place. It's not my place to judge nobody. That's not my place. Nope. So I don't like to have stuff pinned on me like she tried to do. I don't like that. They tried gaslighting you. And then at the end, when she found out I film everything, she said, oh, well, you should, I understand. But we can go ahead and say, no, ma'am. Ain't no pity. That's another thing. I don't like pity party. No. I don't like, no. That feel like you gonna take my pity now. Come on now. I ain't hard up for no $18. Cause this I only took today because I had other orders that I needed to fulfill. I only took like $18. See, I already have mine mapped out before I get there. I knew I was bringing you 54 eggs. It was said in my little video footage for myself. I count my eggs. I make sure they not cracked. I make sure they not. And even when she said the dirtier the better, that's what she had told me. I still didn't take them people no dirty eggs, like poopy and all that stuff. Y'all saw me wash them eggs, and I have more that I need to do. I take them out. I look for cracks. I put my eggs in the thing, and I count every one of them out, and then I film. So and I know that Philippine, or the older Philippine woman, she was like, she messy as I don't know what, man, sitting up there gossiping. She kept cutting her eyes over there at me, because one thing about it, I'm gonna be honest, people like me ain't supposed to be coming in there with no eggs. Ain't supposed to be having no chickens. A lot of times people look for us to be twerking everywhere and doing drugs and being loudmouth, and now that's what they look for, people like me. People that look like me to be doing. And if they knew my bloodline, they would have my what you call it when it's my immediate, not my first, second, third, no, my line, they'll probably have a different opinion. I was just blessed to be part both sides, I guess. But that ain't what it looked like when you look at it. Not to them. I don't care what shade. If you fall under African American, that's what you are. And I know they was over there gossiping. And I do believe when she said, well, she said it was a whole carton. Then she said a half a carton. I said, ma'am, that wasn't my eggs. That woman put my eggs in that tent thing. Then none of my eggs seriously go in there. She's like, yes, it didn't. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. And I let her go ahead and keep on talking until I hit her with that I film, and I got the proof. Got the proof right here. The date, time. That's why I love and I do what I do. If y'all hadn't noticed, when I put up my blogs and stuff, I say the date verbally. I got in the habit of doing that before I started taking my eggs to the buyer. So it was easy for me to make sure, because you can say stuff in a certain way on a video. You can tell if it get edited. You can tell if it was added to, if it was stopped and all that, if it said a certain way. So I made sure, if you had noticed, I put the date on the screen that I filmed some, and I say it verbally, but I don't break that sentence. So you will know if I edited anything or anything like that. I make sure I don't break that sentence. If I say today is February 1st, 2025, blah, I keep going blah, blah, blah. I don't say February 21st, 2025, stop. And then I kind of pick up a sentence, because anybody can add something in and do all this stuff. People just got too much time on their hand. I do that for a reason. And I did that when I filmed every time before I took eggs with them. So you can't say it was edited or nothing. Now, this the original footage. This the original footage of how I bought my eggs to you. So, lesson learned, y'all. Y'all doing stuff like that, I recommend you film your stuff. We film everything else. Take your stuff when you get to your buyer, film it in their parking lot. So they can't say you filmed this at home and then you added to, or you did this. Film it in their parking lot before you give it to them. Because people ain't right, man. People is not right. And it's so much easier to pin it on me. You know? Yeah. You say it. Yep. I say it verbally and I put it on the thing. Yep. All right, let me see y'all messages. And that's, you know, that's what we were just talking about, how people is. And it's gonna get worse and worse. It's gonna get worse and worse. This crisis and stuff with these eggs. I was in Tractor Supply yesterday. It was yesterday. Tractor Supply got they chicken stuff set up. It said at the top, chickens are here. And I asked, I said, y'all already got the little containers and stuff for the chickens gonna be, and when they coming? They said about Wednesday of next week. I said, that's a little early, because they don't normally bring chickens to like mid-March or whatnot here. And they said, yeah, it's early. I said, gardening stuff was out in January. It was real early. Chickens are gonna be out before February is up. So yeah, baby chicks at Tractor Supply here in my area gonna be out next week on Wednesday. And he said it may be Tuesday, because they hatch them on Sundays and they leave straight out after they done hatched, because they have to get to Tractor Supply in like 2 days or whatnot. So they be like 2-3 days old chicks when they get there. So yeah, be careful, man, because it's gonna get worse. People running now buying chickens like they did when eggs went up, what, a couple years ago. They buying chickens and stuff, and then when if the eggs and stuff get back situated, they're gonna be selling chickens and stuff. You have to be careful, man, because anybody can tell you a chicken is 9 months old and that chicken 3 years old. Burning land, but you done paid $20-$40 for that land hen. People is not being honest, and they cutting people out. I already had said, you know, People, I'm used to people being nice and this, that, and the other. But I used to tell them one day, they'll be nice to you in your face and talk about you behind your back. Probably call you a couple things that yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about, behind your back. And when they through with you, they through with you. Like when they through getting what they can get or whatnot. And I do believe, I do know for a fact, whoever that girl, she said everybody, okay, y'all, the service. But she gonna tell me, she gonna tell me that girl put my eggs right in the cart. She said, no, your eggs was in carts. So no, ma'am, them weren't my eggs. Them was not my eggs. When we walked in, all them eggs was on there. She didn't have no room. The refrigerator was full of eggs with cards. It was eggs stuck top on top on top on top. Cause I told her, I said, because the eggs that was over there said $8 a dozen. She looked at me, I'm saying, yep, I saw it. I saw it. And I told her all my eggs went in that 10 thing. Yup, went in that 10 thing that was in the refrigerator, still full when we was in there this evening. Yup. Let me see y'all comments, y'all. So I try to help you, give you information in the way I can. You gotta watch these folks. You gotta watch everybody. And I don't like making things a white or black thing or whatnot, but if your actions fall in line like that, then that's just the way it goes. You know, if your action shows a certain thing, that's just the way it goes. But I had a gut feeling for a couple weeks now. I had a gut feeling. Let's see. Hey, PNG, Kitty Queen, Tuna Girl, hey, Kalita, Kyra knows 144. Good people with good hearts are often taken advantage of. Exactly. Yeah, they the ones that people try to use the most, talk about the most, lie on, and everything else. They the ones that get laughed on and talked about and all and everything. And everything. And it seemed like trouble followed them like they the cause for it. That ain't, I'm telling you, that's not the case. People be trying it, and people are doing it just to get a reaction or whatnot, so they can blame you. So they can blame you. People are evil. Don't believe everything somebody tell you. Don't believe everything somebody tell you. Let's see. Real talk, not easily manipulated or gaslighting. So they tried eggs. Even worse than stealing, she tried to play you on the price. Yup, I already had that feeling. Angela, I'm not gonna answer that, honey, because every time you come in my live screen now, you ask me about a Super Bowl. You done did that the last couple live screen, and I'm starting to wonder you're a troll, okay? I pay good attention with accounts and names. I don't forget too much, okay? So you keep asking me that same question in every one of my live streams. Curly girl. Hey, necessary voice. Curly girl. At $10 a dozen, of course, they want the eggs. Exactly. Somebody. Thank you, Curly girl. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Exactly. Hey, Sandra. Person knows the devil ways. Exactly. Last day I sit back and I watch a lot. I don't say a lot no more. Well, I guess because I'm a talkative person and stuff, people take that as if I'm not seeing what they doing right under my nose or right in my face or whatnot. And I'm that type of person, I might let you go months or years, you know. before I, just done had enough. I'm just that type. Just because I'm talking don't mean that I say everything or I just tell you everything or let you know every single thing. I may have let people know a little too much of what I'm thinking or whatnot, but I ain't let them know everything. You know what I'm saying? And when people think you're talkative and think they know so much, then they find that time where they think that they gonna flip on you. They're gonna be doing this or doing that, and then they shocked at the end. And I had talked to them a lot. We had talked about how rough it's getting and everything, but I didn't tell them about YouTube and that I failed. I didn't tell them I film almost everything. I didn't tell them that. Nope. And once I said it, her face dropped. Her face just went, yeah, so come again. You got what? And then on top of that, if I would have been thinking, I would have told her. You told me when I told you I don't bring you dirty eggs. You told me, oh honey, please bring them. The dirtier, the better. They love them dirty. So if I bought you dirty eggs, what would be the problem now? Because that's what you told me, but I never did it. Never took them. Matthew 24, 12 to 13. To shall meaning shall call, but he shall endure. Yes, Shatika. Spiritual wickedness, a lying spirit, and a spirit of greed. Yes. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness in high places. And exactly, one of the deadliest sins, greed. Sell our own, stop making others rich. Exactly. And the reason why I didn't do it is because I was like, you know what? I was looking at it from, I don't have to go out there and deal with people that, I'm gonna meet you here, and then you go and wait, and then, but you know what? I'd rather do that than to be taken advantage of, I have to pay for feed. And that's why I said one day, I feel like I'm getting got $3 and I have to buy feed and scratch. And I got almost 30 chicken. What did I count? Because I told you I had lost like 5 out of the whole batch since I had them. So I got like 27 with the little bantams. It's 25 big ones, and then it's like 4. Yeah. So close to 30, because I had about 35 altogether. Yeah, so close to 30. And I have to buy feed. How chickens eat. They gotta eat to give, you gotta feed them and stuff to get good eggs and stuff. And they know my eggs was good. So I felt like I was getting got anyway. Test the spirits by the spirit of your feet and keep pushing. That's all I know how to do, Adrena. I'm praises to the Most High. We got that Mississippi spirit. We feel your fake or real spirit to the bone. Exactly. And eventually, we got to keep it. We got to move on. And I give people the benefit of the doubt. I give people a little bit too much leeway. No, a lot too much leeway. Jealousy is true. Yes, I see you. Betrayal. And it wasn't her, but it was one of them that runs that place was the one that I told y'all. A lady had told me, I was talking to a lady and she told me that people was gonna be hungry. See, these the same type of people. When they say people gonna be hungry and you better stock up in all this, that's what these folks are doing. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not enough for us black folks doing it. It's not enough for us black folks stocking up on food and stuff, and then you're gonna run crying to these same people that don't care nothing about you, needing some water or some food or something, because we too much into having this and bringing each other down. We too much of getting up on her talking about each other to make a coin instead of doing something positive. Them gonna be the main ones that ain't gonna have. See, you gotta understand, if to be a prepper, it takes a lot, because you can't just have a couple packs of noodles and a couple cans of tuna and a couple cans of chicken and say I'm a prepper, I'm prepping. That's gonna be gone in 1 day, 2 days. No, you gotta have an abundance, because that body is gonna need nutrients within that 24 hours. But enough of us ain't. Them was the same ones stood in there and said people gonna be hungry, people better be putting food back. Them was the same ones. I told you I had discussions with them, the same ones. So you know I got chickens, you know I'm prepping, but see, they ain't used to seeing too many of us doing that type of stuff, because a lot of people that already labeled us as gonna be the main one. You think catch on till so many people gonna be hungry? Some people ain't too much talking about their own. No, they ain't too much talking about their own. They talking about us. They talking about us. I was hot. Running said I was getting hot, but I kept it nice. But when she said, but we can still take and want to reach her claws off up in there to get my clean eggs, my pretty clean eggs. You ain't finna get 54 today. No, you're not. They going back home and gonna go on a dehydrator. That's what they doing. Cause remember you said so many people were gonna be hungry. If they ain't stocking up on food. So that's telling me y'all preppers. You won't get these 54. You won't put your claws on these 54 today. I told her, no ma'am, thank you. I close that cooler back down, grab. I said, y'all have a nice evening. Not today. Not today, Cletus. Someone messaged me. They was asking for money on work code. Oh wow. And you was on the phone and they said that, see, people doing everything for money now. Everything. Find like-minded folks. Siobhan, you gotta be careful with that though. Because one thing I learned, you can find somebody like-minded. But what I have learned, the ones that's like-minded and you can have a good relationship with, sometimes be the main one sizing you up and a flip on you like that. I'd rather be so low. These days and times, I'd rather be so low. So low. I'm to the point where I don't want to deal with nobody but family. And sometimes it's hard to deal with them. I know I don't want to deal with nobody that can change on me just like that. Because some don't go their way. Or you didn't react in the way they wanted you to. They didn't never like you. One never your friend or nothing. I done learned. Can't even do that. Man's enemy will be his own household, says Lord. Yeah. Yeah. See, it's really not a skin thing. It's a spirit thing. Some of it is a skin thing, you know, and I've been quiet about it. I've been quiet because I don't want to go that route. But I'm just being honest with you. Some of it is. And I'll tell you why. Everybody wasn't raised like you and I. Everybody wasn't raised. Like, for you to say that, I say you were raised, you know, right. So that's why I say that. See, a lot of us don't see skin color. Don't see skin color. Majority of my family is biracial. We don't see skin color. But that don't mean Tommy and John them and they them, that don't mean they do. That don't mean that they think the same way. Now, a lot of people don't like. Now, sometimes people overdo the racist thing and the skin color thing. They make everything to be skin color. But that's not all the time. You know, that's not all the time. But sometimes it is. And I'm not one to go that route. But after what was did to me this evening, that's what it seemed like. And what I don't like is when you knew all them eggs was there by multiple people all put together. Why did they have to be my eggs? Why did they have to be my eggs? Call it what you wanted. That was a skin thing. That was a skin thing. We got too many eggs here. Somebody gonna have to, you know, because if I say this, she'll probably gonna pull out anyway. Yeah, you right. Because I'm not finna let you blame nothing else on me. And then you lied right in my face until you got caught in your lie. My eggs didn't even go in no cart. But you said it was a whole, they was in the cart. No, ma'am, that wasn't my eggs. She counted them out in that 10 thing and put the 10 thing back in the refrigerator. So them eggs that was on that cart, that was in that cart on that thing, don't want mine. But see, you lied on me. You didn't even know it. You didn't even take that. You didn't even know. You lied on me. So yes, out of all the people that come in there, they ain't of my skin color. But you know that it was my eggs. After you told me to bring dirty ones, and I still refuse to. I still refuse to. So yeah, sometimes it is. And this time I'm just gonna be straight flat out honest with you. It was. It was on the sly. And that's why I say. That's why I say. Trust the green dollar. I'm going to listen. Just walked in. Most High is separating the wheat from the tares. There. And they was giving you $3. Yeah, $3 a dozen. Yup. Intuition. Exactly. For anything, the Father will provide for those. Exactly. Don't let right hand know what the left is doing. Nope. Matthew 6:3. Nope. I have learned, and see, I have let people know too much over my life. Over the years of my life, because I'm that type. I told you, I open book, and I try to. I'm just that type that talk, and I don't mind sharing my experiences because it may help somebody else. But what I have learned is I gotta pull back, because these evil folks out here will use your experiences to try to bash you, to try to make you feel bad, and then keep their secrets about their life and what they done did, and then add lies to make themselves say, and they want to bring you down. That's the things I have learned. See, I've been talking to y'all for over a year about growing. Every day should be, what if it's just a little bit, should be some type of growth. You should learn something every day. And that's what I do. I don't try to live my life where I don't learn something. I don't grow in some type of way. You know? And that's just how it is. Hey, Yo-Yo Swift. Let me catch y'all comments. It's so many y'all, so I'm back at the current part. Sam's frozen croissants by the box for $32, and you gotta ask the bakery and the pizza crust. Oh wow. Some people don't have a spirit thing. They have a skin thing. Exactly. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. You know? It's just the truth. And not all. Not all. And that's go on both sides, any race. Any race, anybody. There's good and bad. But it seems like the bad outweighs the good. And it seems like the good turns bad at the blink of an eye. So you can't trust nobody out here. It's too many wicked people. You're right, Rodriguez. You're right. And they good to try to make the people that's see, a wicked person don't like that you try to be good hearted. A person that's deep down in their soul is wicked. They don't like for you to see somebody that try to, if they give you one suggestion, you said, nah, that ain't right, I don't want to do that, they hate you right then. Because in their eyes, they saying you think you something else. You think you did. And see, that's the one thing I have been friends and associates with people that will give me advice, and it would be advice to like get somebody back or do this, and I say, nah, I don't do that, I don't do that. They get mad with me because they want me to be like them. They want me to be like them. And if you don't do what they suggest or want you to do, then they will literally, they got it out to get you then. They don't really like you. And see, those are some of the encounters I have came across in my life. And it's not like to be, I try to do, I was raised and taught to do right by people. Try to do right by people. Don't come at them with no bad intentions. And for some reason, I keep attracting people that that has the opposite. I guess they say, well, how they say opposites attract. So I guess. So that's what keep happening. But I have learned, you know, to where now it don't bother me. It's just that I just know it's best to be solo and only deal with the folks in my house and my family back home in Mississippi. that's you know, yeah. Yeah, that's what I said, Anastasia. Maybe this was because I have been talking about my fruit stand and all this stuff, and I still have my zoning permit. Because once you get a zoning permit, I had got a zoning permit for my house couple years back. It do not, once you pay for it, it don't expire until you leave and get a new address. So I have a zoning permit to sell food or whatnot, certified, sealed, and all that type of stuff. So I have that, and I always, whenever I do things, even when I was at the flea markets, I would do flea markets different places, and I would have my concession and all that type of stuff. I have my concession stand permit. I will look into other things to see what I need for this, that, and the other, and I'm not gonna say it on here until I have it written in stone, my plans, because you got people that sit right here and watch and call North Carolina and go ahead and try to put in their little 2 cents and this, that, and the other. People are so evil to try to block you. I have seen it happen with people. People are so evil. So I'm not even gonna do it. When y'all know anything, it'll already be done, written in the stone. Then and it's sad that I gotta do that, because y'all know I normally will be open with y'all and tell y'all before I do it. But these folks so evil out here. No. Nope. But I definitely know, you know, how to go by. I've been doing multiple businesses on my own since I was in school. Since I was in elementary school. I always been that type to try to run my own little business. If it wasn't number selling lollipops for a quarter, for $4, you know how much you can make? You know how much you can make with them blow pops? Ooh, they used to sell. Buy a bag of blow pops for about $2 and sell them sucker for a quarter. I used to be the candy lady and everything up here, but I made sure that I had my stuff in order, you know, and I just, you know, I know how to go by the legit way and do what I gotta do. So this may be God's way of, you know, I had my gut feeling that I was getting got anyway, and it may be, you know, it may be God's way of saying, hey, your plan was to sell your stuff yourself. You didn't have no middleman, you know. And that's just where I'm back to. That was my plan before I got the buyer, you know. That was my plan. So I feel like maybe it was conversations like, yeah, look, we need eggs right now. We ain't having a lot of people bring no egg. Because when I used to bring them in, they didn't have a lot. They wouldn't have a lot of eggs. And they said, because when they reached out to me. When she reached out to me, she was saying that they were selling them out so quick. So see, they needed me then. But then when they took it up to $4, and I don't know how long they had took it up, but that young girl that was new or whatnot, she said too much. She said too much. She said when the word got out that we was giving $4 a dozen, everybody bought their eggs. That was Tuesday. That's why they had so many. When I went in there today, they had a whole lot of eggs. The whole bin thing was still full, and eggs was in the current. Seems to me like probably done slowed down a little bit on people buying them. They went and got a whole lot of them earlier this week. Now they don't need them right now.
Their price point ain't people's budget point.
He said they price point ain't people budget point.
And I told him like overall store. So that's where the problem is. They don't get a lot of customers, new customers. They get repeat customers.
Repeat customers, and they do well. They do well, but they repeat it. So like you said, if it's repeat customer, they go in there and buy 5, 6 dozen. They don't need no more right now. But you want to did your thing up, you know, because if the company does well, like it does well, but they in an area where they get that, what is it? When somebody just stick to one, they getting their regulars that's coming in there buying. Because when we was in there, you saw that lady was buying them mushrooms. Oh, mushrooms. They come in there for all the mushrooms and the organic stuff, like skincare and all that type of stuff. It's just it's a lot of stuff, and they do very well. But I feel like, you know, they was just trying. They saw somebody, and in their mind, a lot of time when people see you, they feel like you need it. They feel like you need it. You know. You know, so it's like, yeah, she gonna take anything, and that's not the case. Let's see. Curly girl, and yo, cause it was like she was asking me, do you get paid 3 or 4? She wasn't telling me, but she said $4, $4, and I'm like, huh? Yeah, I was expecting the 3 a dozen that I normally get. So she told too much then. I see you. Are you North Central or South Mississippi? I'm in North. I'm from Crystal Springs, Mississippi. When you vent, I feel that Mississippi vent. Honey, girl, run, they said I would get hot, but I kept it nice because I just don't like that. You know, I put my all, make sure you had clean eggs and stuff, man. And like what I didn't like is I told her, I said I ain't, cause you know, like 2 years ago when I had like the 60 chickens, I would have like, it wasn't big, like here and there you may sell eggs or something, and you always have to put, the law is you put your information on those eggs. So like I say, I had already, you know, I got all my egg making stuff, like my labels and stuff and all that. I had wrote my stuff out, and it was funny right out back when she said, oh no, we don't need your cartons. We just gonna take the eggs out of the cartons and put them in our own carton. I said, because the way y'all do it is different from what other people do, other places do, other companies do, even personal sellers do. You don't put you don't have nobody to put their information on it. I said, so you putting all these eggs in here, just like now, how you know who eggs is what? All the eggs, everybody, I said, somebody could give you some old eggs, old eggs. Who you gonna say they came from? You know, and they all mixed up with everybody, and she gonna tell me, oh, thank you for telling me that. Thank you for letting me know. So I'm like, what? Like, she didn't even think of it. Like, but your competitor up the street, big sign out, and I told her, I said, well, I said, because this other place up there is selling them $5 a dozen. And she said, yeah, you gotta have them cleaned and you gotta put your name and stuff on them. Duh. Didn't I just tell you that's the way it normally would go? Like, y'all the only one doing it different. And they doing it so they can save face. They can save their friends. If somebody say they got sick, they gonna do just like what they did today. They gonna pin it on the one they want when they can't do that. But they can do that. It's their words against yours. That's why I film. That's why I film. Some people it is. It's not that much black preppers. No, it's not. And you know, like I said, some people will size us up as, you know, they see us in the stores and stuff. They think that you out there doing this, that, and the other. Because even though in other communities, other races, you got people on drugs, people out there partying, people doing all this stuff. But that ain't talked about a lot. It's talked about what the black folks is doing. That's what's talked about. We already looked at a certain way by a lot of people. Not all people, but a lot of people. To, you know, this is all we know how to do. This is all we do. And don't think when you sitting up talking to me, I'm not thinking in my head with the words coming out your mouth real quick. When you say it's gonna be a lot of people hungry, I said to myself, you ain't hardly talking about your own, because you think that they all is doing this. I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. But see, at that point, she didn't know too much of that I'm a prepper. I let her know after the fact, and then she got even deep in the conversation then. But see, that was the other lady. It's like it's an older one in there that you barely see. I think she's like over the company. And then you got the other ones that's in there that's, you know, running it too or whatnot. So you have to pay attention. You have to be watchful. You have to pay attention to what people tell you. You know, you have to pay attention to people. And you're not going to catch everything off bat. You may go home or something, or it may be the next day or two. And it may replay. I know in my mind, sometimes things replay in my mind, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Oh, okay, I see. And 9 times out of 10, I don't be wrong. People will try it. People will try it. But at the end of the day, cool, I'm glad that, and I'm not going to be quick to sell no eggs, because see, I always been the type like this. Even when I did the concession, I always want to give people stuff that's packaged, you know, because it could be that one person that's hating on you. You know, I used to sit up at the flea market. I used to see people leave their booth or whatnot, come around, they nose turned up, looking at what I got. I'm making sales, I'm making money, and then they go back and get mad. Well, I understand. I sell food and stuff, eggs and stuff, and you send one of your buddies over there to buy stuff from me, and then that's on Saturday. Monday morning, you and your buddy calling agriculture or something, or food, the food service, what is it, health department, and holler, look, there's a woman out there on Saturdays and Sundays be selling blase, and we got sick. We got sick from it. Somebody need to go shut her down, knowing you didn't get sick. But what did they just do? They just cut you out so they can make more money. So I already knew these things. I had that gut feeling. So guess what? I just sell my plants and stuff. I sell stuff that people gotta cook. I used to do peanuts and stuff. I used to do coffees and stuff out there. And thank God I never had an issue. I don't know if it was because I had my certification stuff in a frame sitting on the table, and they knew I just wasn't, just a random person. You know what I'm saying. But these days and time, people is struggling, and people, if they can cut you out, so they can have more people to, come buy from them and stuff, they will. So my eggs, the way people want them, I got a couple faithfuls. That I didn't let go. Because my gut with my spirit didn't sit completely right after. It was like the next time I went there after I let y'all know. And I kept my faithfuls. I kept like 2 or 3 that's really faithful with, getting eggs. The rest of them, rest of my eggs gonna be dehydrated, frozen. There's so many different ways you can preserve eggs. So many different ways. And that's what it's gonna be, because shoot, my family may need those eggs. With the way everything going on, my family may need those eggs. So to keep that from people, but I'll sell you some plants. And these people wanted everything that I was gonna be doing. They wanted everything. And I was saying to myself, they gonna low blow me on everything. And then I gotta drive that far. So I believe God could have showed me what I needed to know in this. I don't take this as a loss, because that was just extra feed. But see, I keep my faithfuls. I can still buy my feed and stuff through my faithfuls, So it is what it is. Just y'all be careful and watch people. And like I say, this is not to point out no race or nothing, but sometimes things need to be said. And it's good and bad in every race. Sometimes things need to be said, and I feel like this needed to be said, because people still have those ways in them, you know what I'm saying? Especially with this person that's in office right now. You got a lot of people that ain't for it, and you got a lot of people that's loving it, man. They are loving it. They can't no wrong be done. They are for everything that is going on. They agree with all of it. He can't do no wrong, none of that. And they head is sitting up high, and they are just, they on that. They just happy. They just happy, They just happy, So, yeah. But y'all, I'm not gonna hold y'all on here. I want to let y'all know that. I'm just gonna continue on the way I was gonna do. I ain't got no middleman now, and that's perfect. I can get all the profits for my work, you know what I'm saying? And I do believe they gonna end up calling me. The owner probably gonna end up calling me, but I'm gonna be nice, and I'm gonna tell her, once you cross me in that way, that person should not have blamed me when she didn't know. I do not want to do business no more. Thank you. It was fun while it lasted, but I can't do business with them no more. I can't. So, no. Back to being even more solo dolo when it comes to, my work. But it definitely ain't stopping nothing, because God said the same. I have more certificates next week. I have more certificates next week, okay? So, do my own thing and do it the right way, the right way. That it's supposed to be done, okay? So y'all, I'm gonna get up off of here so I can relax a bit. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank you, Curly Girl. Thank y'all for coming in. I know that's right, Mississippi Girl. Yes, Robin. Yes. So with that being said, y'all be watchful. Y'all prep, so you ain't gotta be asking nobody for nothing. I hope y'all paying attention to everything going on, even with these other countries. Me and Oronde, I have some videos, some live streams coming for y'all to talk about more stuff that's going on or whatnot. And with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I love y'all stay safe, and we'll talk later if it's God's will. Bye.